As you will see in this video, we have no power at the house this morning, so I am here at a local truck stop editing and uploading. The video is a little dark, but that's the point. You don't miss, you find a way, you make it happen. Enjoy.
Day 3, prime the body. This part's easy to skip, but it's the key to doing this for life. When you take your warm-up seriously, you stay in the game. You build a foundation for consistency. You move better, recover faster, and avoid the setbacks that knock most people off track. This is how we train for the long haul, not just to get fit, but to stay fit for life.
Good morning. Welcome to day 3 of 7 of the 7-day Reset Your Morning Challenge. Little hiccup this morning. We've got a power outage, but we're still here. Everybody knows that warming up is important, but almost nobody does it. If I told you that in my 24 years of experience, I've seen that almost all injuries come from not warming up in one way or another, would you change? Once you get injured, you stop. You take a break, you make no more progress. So keeping you away from injuries is huge for consistency. I'm going to talk about, in moments of clarity today, what the truth about warming up is, because we're not told the whole truth. So stick around. Welcome to the 5 a.m. Squat Club. I'm Adam. I've been coaching health and fitness for 25 years. The last 4 years, I was super off track. My mental health was in a dive. I've started this morning routine with all my knowledge and experience of health and fitness, and it is changing my life around. So if you're interested in joining me, making a better version of yourself, join us every morning on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. So once again, we got a little bit of a hiccup this morning. I don't know if this thing's going to start. I don't know if I'll have a clock on here today. We had a massive thunderstorm last night, and we've got a power outage here this morning. So we'll see if things work. I'm concerned about what time I'm going to be able to upload this video because I use the internet for that. So we'll see. Either way, I'm going to put some lights out here. I'm not really sure how this is going to work best, but I'm here every day, so we're on it. We're doing it. I'm going to, once again, we're going to format today as usual. Is we're going to do our affirmations. We'll sit down in our paleo chair, do our affirmations. We'll warm up the body. We'll change our chemistry with our workout today, which is going to be some shoulder to overhead complex and probably hollow rocks. So if after that, we'll do our moments of clarity, where we will talk about the importance of warming up, but not exactly what you're thinking. So stick around for that. First, we'll get down here and do our mind priming. So 4-5-2, not too bad. Hopefully you can see me here. I'm going to come down. Once again, I'm changing these affirmations as we go, but join me. Speak words to yourself that you want to become. I am responsible. I will make decisions from a place of support rather than selfishness. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. Choose gratitude. I'm going to go through those one more time, because the more repetition I get, the more I believe these things, and this is true. So join me here. Say them after I do. I am responsible. I will make choices from a place of support rather than selfishness. Something wonderful is about to happen. I have all I need to succeed today. I will focus on progress, not perfection. Choose gratitude. All right, that's already a step better than yesterday. We got those in time. So The warm-up is going to go up on the screen here, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about it as we go. So join along, or if you like your own warm-up, feel free to do that. But it's up on the screen here. You notice what I'm going to do is some knee raises to warm up the hip flexors. I don't know if this is more helpful. If you can see anything. I'm going to do some good mornings to warm up the posterior chain, the back. I'm going to do some lunges. And then I'm going to do some burpees. And then I'm going to do some air squats. I don't know if you can see anything on here. This may be completely fuzzy. Maybe I'll give her a tap and see how we're doing. Yeah, who knows? We're working out in Halloween here. So I'm going to move through this. You move through it with me. Let's prime our bodies. And I'll talk about kind of the idea here. So I've chosen a few movements for this warm-up with the goal of, really just priming the body, right? Getting the body generally warm. This is not a specific warm-up to the movements we're doing. I will do a little bit of that afterwards. But this is just turn on the body. Let the body know that, hey, it's time. We're going to do some shit now. So you better turn it on. You better get ready. What you'll see is that you'll end up, well, a number of things. You'll end up feeling better in terms of the muscles and the joints in the body when you do those movements under strain. So when you're warmed up, you are increasing the blood flow in the body. You're increasing your core body temperature by a little bit, and you're lubricating your joints. But at the same time, and this is maybe even the most overlooked piece, is that you're priming. We used to do a little sprint version of the workout that you were going to do, 30 seconds to a minute before you did it, then take a break, let the heart rate come down, but not to rest, and then go. And the point is you're priming the engine. You can imagine getting out of bed and going sprinting. It's not going to feel super good. You're probably not going to do as well. Your likelihood of injury is going to be higher. It's not really how we work best. So if I can generally warm up the body, get the blood flowing so things feel a little bit better, I'm going to reduce my risk of injury. I'm going to increase my performance. And I'm going to be able to do it without having to stop and hurt myself. And what I see is that that's basically the common root of most injuries. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it afterwards. So stick around because there's a little bit of insight here that you may not be used to. A lot of people think that, whatever, like I get into pretty good positions. I'm pretty flexible. I move generally well. I don't need to do this that much. And I don't want to fully agree or fully disagree with that, because that person, whether just, luckily through the genetic draw or, they put in more time into their mobility over time, yes, they're at a place where you probably don't need as much. To say that they don't need a warm-up would be, I would say, is the wrong move, but not as much potentially. So we're going to get into that a little bit more. I don't know if I'm pushing the pace here this morning, but we're doing it. So good morning, those of you that skipped ahead. If you do, I don't know if that's still happening. I should check some analytics. As you can see, we're in the dark today. Still 5 a.m. I'm still up doing it. But we got a power outage. No worries. We're still going to get at it. 2 movements today, alternating upper body and core. I'm going to do a shoulder to overhead complex with the barbell. What I was thinking was 5 strict presses and 5 push presses. I'm going to give you a demo here in a sec if I can get my yoga mat set up. And then the second movement is going to be a hollow rock, which is a midline stability movement. Walks up the core, and then you move back and forth. So The complex, it is dark in here and I can't see anything. It's going to be something along the lines of 5 just strict presses. Get the chin out of the way, press straight up to the ceiling to a lockout, and then followed by 5 push presses, because you should be able to generate more power from a push press than a press. So you should be able to get a few more reps after that. And then the second movement is going to be our hollow rock, where you're going to lay down, open up, and lock up the whole body, and ideally rock as one rigid piece. This one's tough, so a couple options if that's not accessible. Option number 1 is tuck into a ball or put the legs straight up and hold on to the shins. Once you've generated some momentum, maintain that rigid piece, rock back and forth like a frozen banana. So let's take a quick minute and warm up the shoulders a little bit more since we are going overhead. So these are some Ys. You can do some Ts as well, thinking about pinching the shoulder blades together. Maybe 10 and 10 just before we go overhead. Perfect. So you are thinking about, obviously, those presses, if you don't have a barbell, another good option. If you want to have some weight on there, there's a dumbbell. You can go single arm, so press, and then push press with a dip drive. So I'm going to get a few more warm-up reps here. What you can do now is set up your space, get your water, get music if that's something that you like, something that you do, you know, just like the music I put in the background. Okay, I'm going to get my weight on here. If you're ready and you've already done all that, feel free to skip ahead to the start of the workout. I'm just going to get my weights on here. Part of me is unintentionally, subconsciously delaying in hopes that either the power will come on, which maybe is unlikely at this point because we're pretty rural and that was a big storm. They probably won't fix ours first. Or that the sun will come up, which, I mean, yesterday was the summer solstice, technically second longest day of the year. But, you know, all right, I don't know how this is going to work, but we're in here. I still have a clock, which is great. That battery hasn't died yet. Looking forward to editing this with no internet. I don't know how that'll work. You may get just a raw video uploaded at some point today. Coming though, it's being done. All right. Once again, we're going to go hollow rocks probably first, and then press, push press, alternating minutes. Don't work for more than 30 seconds per minute. What am I missing? Let's get it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Look at me. I'm here in the fucking pitch black. Let's do it together. Let's rebuild, man. I'm here every day. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm going to aim for 10 or 15 with the hollow rocks if I don't smash into this barbell. All right, 15 first set seems reasonable. Very good push. Try to do one of these guys. Look at that. That's hardcore. You see me? This is hilarious. Okay. All I can hear is the rooster crowing. Peaceful. All right, that was 5 presses, 6 push presses. Might go up a little bit from there. It is so humid currently. We're going through our first real heat wave of the year. It's supposed to get up to 35 Celsius, feels like 41 tomorrow, which is basically as hot as it gets here. We don't have an air conditioner. We don't have lights. Okay. Those aren't going to be the worst. Nice. Don't even have my mug of water. I didn't want to run the water. We're on a well. There's no power to it. So I got a bottle from the fridge. We'll go 6 and 6 maybe here. See what that feels like. All right. Oh, those are hard. Yeah, that's a good set. You can't tell, but I'm dripping already. Wow, this shirt is stuck to me. Humidity. If I open this, it's gonna blow up my candles. Get a little air in here. Hopefully the rain's done. Blend it. Halfway. It's starting to get a little lighter in here. I don't know if having that wash on is going to be a help or a hindrance. Let's see. Hopefully you can see this. I don't know where any of these lights should be. All right. Wow. Whoa. That got hard. That's really hard. Also, this press bothers my back. 2 more of each. Oh. I don't know if I should have jacked down too much. That's real. One. 3 more. I'm wondering if I might have to go into a local coffee shop to edit this. Hopefully Renfrew has power. I mean, near where I live. Wow. Wow. Yikes. Those presses got real hard. Hopefully I got one more round of those in me. Whoa. Okay. One more set. Okay, can I get these a 6 here? Excuse me. Let's do it. Come on. Damn. Hey. Oh. Here. Hey. Okay. Ah, yeah. Amazing job. This got pretty hard. Okay, now. Take a minute and breathe. Catch your breath. You did fantastic. From that, your day has started, right? You are primed and ready to go. That being said, my goal is longevity, as yours should be too. And actually, I was thinking I should stretch during this. So hop into your favorite stretch. I'm gonna get, 2 minutes per side here. I'm just gonna get into a runner's lunge. So I want to be able to do this forever, right? I don't care to be the fittest person at any one point. I want to have capacity for myself, for my family, for my community, as long as possible. I think a lot of us look at, big strength goals or PRs as the importance. But for me, it's longevity. It's being able to do this forever. So that when my kids have their kids, I'm still that guy that looks pretty strong and can do some pretty cool shit. And in order to do that, there's some important steps to take care of your body to make sure that you can keep going. And you can bunch those all into, recovery or preparation and recovery. And that's going to include your warm up, your cool down, And then what you do throughout your day for eating, sleeping, stressing, because those are all going to affect your recovery as well. But specifically to the warm-up, as I was talking about, that wasn't 2 minutes, but that got uncomfortable. As I was talking about during the warm-up, there's a number of things that it does. Stick around to the end because I'm going to tell you about the different part, the part you're not used to. So the warm-up does a number of things, right? It prepares you. It makes it so that your workout is better, smoother, easier. The body feels better. You get into better positions. At the same time, and this may be even more important, is it teaches your body positions. So when we're in the workout, we're struggling, we're working, we're pushing hard. We're not specifically thinking about our technique and our positions. I mean, I am because I'm a little crazy like that, but most of us aren't. So that warm-up is an opportunity to very, very intentionally and with focus work on preparing those movements so that when they're in the workout, they're better. If you do your warm-up every day and you get in an extra 10 intentional reps every day, that's 70 per week, that's 3,600 extra reps per year. You don't think you're going to get better at that movement? So the warm-up is not only priming the body, but it's preparation and it's practice for good quality movement. At the same time, it's this primer. As I was saying at the gym, we do a little primer sometimes because what I don't want to do is step into that workout and jack and crash. I want to find that level where I could probably maintain my energy and then try to kind of get into the workout and stay there like that. So there's no explosion. And then two more things before I talk about the real concept here. One is it's a check-in on yourself, right? I get to see, hey, how am I feeling during that warm-up? And that might, because we're doing this every day, that might determine what I'm going to do for today, how hard I'm going to push, what movements I choose, and what level of intensity I go for. Because you know what? Some days don't feel as good as others, and sometimes you need to back off. The last one is just this longevity, that I want to do this forever, and if I injure myself, I'm doing this, or I'm doing this, and then straight off and never coming back. So the point, though, that I've been kind of hinting at is that it's not about a warm-up. And this is maybe where we get confused because it seems like a one-off, and this is preparing for that directly, but it's more than that. It's more indirect. It was just like I was talking about those practice reps. The more you consistently warm up every time, first, you become someone who warms up, right? You're changing that habit, that mindset of who you are. Number two is in that moment, it's going to make you better. But number three, it's all those extra reps, right? It's not that I didn't warm up today and I got injured today. It's these two people that started at the same place and they have the same mobility and the same capacity. And one of them doesn't work out or warm up, Their mobility is going to start going this way. It's going to get tighter and tighter and harder to get in those positions. And this person here who's intentionally warming up and focusing on that mobility is going this way. And they're getting better and better. And those positions are improving and their body's feeling stronger and more human and more natural. And those people diverge over time and get to a place where this person is constantly injured and this person constantly makes progress. So don't think about a warm-up as a one-off. Think about it as an accumulation over time of getting you into better positions, allowing for better performance and longevity without injury. If you've stuck with me this long, subscribe to the channel. You're part of our tribe. I am finding that there are a lot of people out there on the internet and YouTube land that need exactly this. So reach out to a friend, share this video with them. Maybe not this one. This one's probably going to look pretty bad, but share a video that you like with them. Get them started with you. Check in. Let's create a little group of accountability of people who are intentionally improving their lives. Before we go, don't forget about your homework. So this is all for naught if we don't. It's not all for naught. This is 50% of the battle. You will make progress with this. But now, the second most important part, you have to go do your most important work. For me right now, that is figuring out a way to get this YouTube video edited and to you. But for you, it might be reading, it might be writing a book, it might be starting a business, it might be meditating, it might be just figuring out what my most important work is. But take an hour, go do it, Make that a priority every day because that's how you're going to get to your goals and your dreams. Again, if you're with us, love you guys. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you here tomorrow on the 5 a.m. Squat Club. Hopefully, we'll have lights. Peace. Morning, Pooch. It's getting brighter out there.